There's a breaking news from Imo State, and it's a very, very bad news. Politicians have to run away for safety as gunmen blocks Owerri Road. They killed many people and they burned down several vehicles. It's on the Vanguard newspaper. I'm going to show you the evidence. The very bad news coming from Imo State. We don't know about the safety of Governor Opuzodima, who went to meet Tinubu in Anambra yesterday. But if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop a comment, click the like button, and also share this video with others. Biafran evangelists, what do you have to say about the bad incidents coming from Imo State? Many vehicles were burnt and many human beings were killed. What do you have to say about that?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night wherever you are watching us from. I remember humble self, the Biafran evangelist, the one and the only evangelist that will always speak nothing but the truth. Hear me and hear me clearly, my brother must be sincere. It is too obvious that this kind of thing, despite that is happening, despite the fact that Mr. President was there yesterday, I mean, in Anambra yesterday, you know, Anambra is very close to Imo State, you know, and such a thing, while the president is there in Anambra, such a thing was going on between Okigwe and Anambra, the same as is the same route. Now, wow, I don't really understand what is happening. But at the same time, I will tell you this. This shows the incapability and inability of the federal government. It shows that the state has failed. It shows that the local government has failed. It shows that our personnel, security personnel, has failed. That is what it means. They are completely failed. They are completely failure. It means that actually we need to rise up, we need to stand up, and we need to wake up to defend ourselves by ourselves. Depending on the security, relying on government, my brother, you will not get safety. Only safety you will need or you can gain is the safety you will give to yourself. If this kind of thing could take place right there in the watch of Mr. President. My brother, vehicles burnt, life taken. Excuse me.
Where is people are concerned about the safety of first of all, where is Opuzodima, the governor of the state?
Excuse me. Before you talk of Opuzodima, the governor, let's talk about the Ebubago, who's supposed to be the defender, whom Opuzodima formed, that stand as the security of the state. Where are they? Before the governor, because the governor formed them to be there ahead of him, to be there to secure the people, even if he's not around. That is the reason why they are there. They are being formed. Ebubago, where are they when all these things are happening? And then
and again, is it that there are so many checkpoints in Igbo land? Where are the military people too?
Now, excuse me, I am coming one after the other. You know, I said that the military, the security personnel have failed. Military has failed. Police has failed. DSS has failed. SS has failed. Anything called uniform has what? Failed. Then, Ebubago, the one that is called local vigilantes. Where are they? When all these things was happening, and I knew and I believe that this thing did not just happen within a second. It took minutes, in fact 30 seconds up to 1 hour to 2 to 3 hours. Where are these people? Then, and I believe we have checkpoints. All those checkpoints, military checkpoints. You see why I said the Fulanis are the one mounting those checkpoints and the one committing those crimes. But brother, you cannot tell me I have been a military personnel, permitted and allowed to use gun. whenever necessary. And I was trained to know the difference between tabard and gun. And I hear a sound of gun, and I am here. Something happened within this very place, and I will say I did not hear it, and I did not react. I need to be questioned because I am positioned here to checkmate all those things. So Nigerian checkpoint military personnel should be questioned. The people in charge of that environment should be questioned. Where are they when all these things was happening? Where are they? What were they doing when these men were operating, taking lives, destroying properties, travelers being stopped, so many things? Where are the security men? So my brother, with this thing that just happened yesterday, it entails on me that I don't have to rely on Nigerian security men. I don't have to rely on the state government. I don't have to rely on the federal government. I have to rely and to depend on my self-defense.
But is that supposed to be so?
It is supposed to be so. Where is Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State? The governor of that state, where is him? And what did he do? And what has he done up till now? And I believe that he informing Ebubago, he believed in Ebubago, he trusted in Ebubago, and I believe he equipped Ebubago.
Many Igbos are saying that Ebubago is just formed for political reason, that they are not meant to defend the Igbos. I think that Ebubago is not really formed for security, just for politics.
Now, listen. With what is happening, definitely I concur, I will agree that it was a political Ebubago formed. Because in the West here, you know Amoteku. Though Amoteku have not done but the ones they have done, you understand? You see Amoteku in their own area, they make sure that the Boko Haram, herdsmen, bandit, and what have you. The other day you can see them with a gun battle with the Boko Haram. At the end of the day, by God-given grace, they were able to overcome Boko Haram, and some Boko Haram, about 100 in number, was captured by these people. Though they were captured and handed over to the police, justice was not taken. You understand? But at least they did something. Where is Ebubago? That is to tell you, Ebubago is just a political statement, a political organization. Or I can say they are political unknown Ebubago, because if they are known, they should be visible.
Now, some are saying that even the Igbo governors are not even cooperating on security, unlike the counterpart in Yoruba land, who after they formed Amotekun, I'm talking about Governor Otimakedolu, they found the only Lagos also have it. But Ebubago in the southeastern part of Nigeria, they are not cooperating among themselves. What can you say about the Igbo governors, or like that, or like as if they are having a rivalry? What can you say about them?
Yes,
Igbo governors.
Igbo governors are having rival within themselves. No dispute about that. They are having rivals against themselves. They want to please the Fulani, which is their master. You know, they want to stand as number one before their master. Except Dr. Alex Oti. That one stand out. It's not part of Igbo Fulani governors. And it's not even part of those Igbo leaders. But it's part of our own leader. You know, our leader different from Igbo, those Nigerian Igbo leaders. Do you understand? So among those Igbo Nigerian leaders, they have a fraction among them, because every one of them is doing to please their master, which is the Fulanis. So you see why the Yoruba's counterparts are operating very, very well, while the Eastern counterparts are doing what? Segregating themselves. because this one want to my master to see me I am the best. This one is there I am the best. But when it comes to Yoruba, their understanding Amoteku is Amoteku. It's a Yoruba thing, except Lagos, as you said, except Lagos, because I see Lagos as another Yoruba that is inside Yoruba, you know, being controlled by one man. But the other Yoruba states are being controlled by the Yorubas.
Now, yesterday, President Bola Tinubu was in Anambra State, and people are saying that Governor Soludo was insulting the Igbos and mocking them by bringing President Bola Tinubu to Anambra a day when the Igbo son Nnamdi Kanu was in detention. That Soludo has betrayed the Igbos. And again, we saw how Abga has endorsed President Bola Tinubu for the 2027 election, saying that is their best choice. What do you have to say about this Igbo rivalry nowadays on political issue?
Politically in Anambra, this man called Soludo, Charles Soludo, from time before now, my brother, he has been looking for a way to dissolve Abga political party. He has been looking for a way to dissolve it. Remember the crisis which he had with the wife of late Ojukwu, Bianca, during the campaign, which they removed Ojukwu picture. And there is something that he said. Bianca reacted and revolted against that. And Soludo was like, I am sorry. It was not an intentional. What happened as a result of the printer's fault. But now, Soludo is playing it now for us to see that he wants to kill and he wants to destroy that political party, which Igbos known as their own party, you know, called Abga. You understand? As Igbo party. And at the same time, betraying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not today. After all, Judas came from the lineage of Jesus Christ. He betrayed Jesus Christ. So if Soludo should betray Mazen Nnamdi Kanu by inviting Mr. President on the very day of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, his brother is going to the court. You know, it's not funny and it's not new. And it can never be new. But let me tell you this. You know, Bola Ahmed Tinubu visited him in order, he want him to lead the election for his favor. You know, Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to maintain 2027 because he has seen it that the people that put him in power are the people that are fighting to remove him out of that seat. So he is now trying to recognize the unrecognized before. The same Bola Ahmed Tinubu has forgotten his statement in 2023 campaign in Ekiti State. In that Ekiti State, he said that the Yorubas are not slaves. Now, and I ask, who are the people that are slaves? Igbos can never be slaves. And let me tell you, the Igbo political leaders could be a slave. They can make themselves a slave. But we, the Biafrans, are not slaves. We are number one citizen. If at all we are to become Nigeria, we must be number one citizen of Nigeria.
But now we've seen, for example, I'm looking at the name of the Abga now has endorsed Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whereby abandoning their own son, Peter Obi. What can you say about Abga leadership? I mean, all progressive Ghana alliance, Abga, they have endorsed Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What can you say about that?
I will not say more, you know, much, because if Abga did not have a candidate, presidential candidate, they have right to support any political party of their choice. After all, it will be today that Labour Party that is jumping up in Labour Party or whatsoever. Peter Obi started his political career with Abga. Are you getting it? After from Abga brought Peter Obi. From Abga, he left Abga, joined PDP. From PDP, he joined Labour Party. So Soludo too have even Okoracha too came from the platform of Abga. Are you getting it? From there, he debated, you know, and joined another party. You know, Oshomole came from with the platform of Labour. Today is in APC. So if Soludo too should endorse Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I believe that if in Abga they don't have a credible candidate and they choose Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Samuel Ekpan is the problem of Southeast. But as I speak to you, since Samuel Ekpan has been seized not to communicate with Biafra, you now see the audacity of Fulani herdsmen entering to Biafra soil to kill people, to fight people, to rape people, to kidnap people. And that's to tell you that you see many things that Opus Odima have done in the Southeast. You could see the evidence of allowing Fulani. He was the one who said, oh, he will open a IGP camp in Imo State. Several is in the public domain. Opus Odima. That was what triggered the Biafran, whether it's the Biafran or whoever, we don't know, that they say they burned National University in Imo State, they burned Commissioner House in Imo State at that time, was because Opus Odima want to put IDP in Imo State. And the Biafran said, no, we don't have Fulani headmen. He also make another attempt to go and bring the Fulani men that were being frustrated in the north, to bring them to Imo State. They have a place to get them. And these are the things we are saying. You don't just go and bring these people to come to your Kufa. You people are not doing the same religion, you are bringing them. They will come to Kufa. So Mazina Mekano is not far from the truth. If you look at the way these Southeast governors are doing, you will know that because of politics, because they knew that without this Fulani, they will not be there. Let me tell you, if Opus Odima is not the one Mazina Mekano is talking to, how come the fourth position, the man who is the fourth position during the election, is now number one man? They make him number one. That's to tell you the power that be, and it happened under Buhari government. Buhari Fulani man who bring Fulani agenda to Nigeria. So it's to tell you that Mazina Mekano, what he's saying is right, because he said it there that he did not organize ESM to fight Nigeria security. He organized this ESM to protect the people of Biafra land. It didn't happen in the Yoruba land, a land where the president of the country come from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Are they not killing in Oyo State? They are killing in Kwara State. They are killing in Ogun State. This is the same Fulani herdsmen. Is it not the same thing that prompted Sunday Igboho to stood during the Buhari government? That the Southwest governor, they could not speak. The governor of Oyo, all of them are afraid of Buhari because they know the moment they talk, Buhari can seize their allocation. The same thing Tinubu is doing today. It now make Sunday Igboho for him to go and say, if the governor keep quiet, I will not keep quiet. That was what Sunday Igboho stood up and fought for the people, that he will not allow Fulani men to continue killing people. Buhari also went after him. The same way they went after Mazina Mekano. They will have fight Sunday Igboho. If not that Sunday Igboho is active, Buhari will have killed Sunday Igboho. So that's to tell you that Mazina Mekano and Sunday Igboho were only fighting, agitating for their people to protect their people. Mazina Mekano is not like the Southeast governor who are fighting for their pocket. Nigerian politicians are fighting for their pocket. They are not fighting for the masses. Get it there. And that's why you see the atrocity that is happening in Nigeria now. Tinubu cannot talk. Because he feels that if he talk now, the Fulani men will not vote for him. Look at how many people, my people, they are killing in Benue. My people, they are killing in Plateau. As Tinubu wanted to go and visit them, Tinubu is not concerned.
But people are saying that the governor of Imo State will be paying allegiance to the people that brought him to power. Because a report said that he took fourth. He took fourth. From fourth position, he became governor. What can you say about that?
That's what I'm telling you. They made who put Odima the governor of the state. And people that made him is trying to kill them by all costs. Because there might be tendency of him having agreement with them. Don't forget, if he said the number one man did not follow the rules of the election, what of number two? What of number three? How come you jump from number one to number four and make him the governor of the state? You don't see the way the problem from. And since then, you can see the work of Opus Odima is trying to protect the Fulani men by all means. Is it not the same Opus Odima who said, oh, he want to allocate people to go to Mecca? How many Muslims in Imo State? So it's to tell you that everything Mazina Mekano is given to the court. It's true. It's right.
We saw governor of Ebonyi State too. Who to give 500 million for the Muslims to go to Mecca. But people are asking that, have you seen a Fulani governor give Christian money in Kano or Katsina to go to Jerusalem? What can you say about that?
That is the hypocrisy of the highest order we are talking about the Southeast governor. And it's not too far from that. It is the Fulani men that endorse them. The governor of Ebonyi you are talking about, it's the Fulani that put him there. It's Fulani. The only governor that you can tell me that Southeast are the one that put him there is Alesoti. Have you heard that Alesoti said he want to train Muslims to Mecca? You can't hear that because he was not imposed by the people. And that's why we are saying that enough of this imposter. That's why we are disappointed in Soludo. You see what happened yesterday? Instead of Soludo, the people of Anambra to be begging Anambra, please vote for Soludo so that Soludo will continue complete the second term. They are begging Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Oh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please allow Soludo to complete the second term. When did Bola Ahmed Tinubu now become the citizen of Anambra? That is to tell you that what is happening in Nigeria is no more election, it's election. So it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu now choose who become the governor of a state. And that's why you could see yesterday they are begging him to allow Soludo to finish the second term.
Now, many people were calling Anambra State governor yesterday a betrayal. That President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in your place, you are dancing and you are singing. You could not even tell him to release your son, Nnamdi Kanu, from detention. Soludo, governor of Anambra State, what can you say about him? Is it really a betrayal?
Of course, yesterday, if you use one man and betrayal, it's what we call Soludo. Yesterday, we saw Soludo was running like error ball because of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is a former CBN governor, for goodness sake. You are not a small ball. What else did you want? How can you be begging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu instead of him to beg Anambra to vote for you? It's to tell you that they know what they are doing. All of them have endorsed Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that no shaking, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to be president. We are not worried. For me, I've concluded in my mind that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to spend 8 years. That's why everything I'm doing now, I'm trying to put up my possible best to see how God will help me to overcome Tinubu 8 years. Because I tell you that except God that called to Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to spend his 8 years. It's certain. As I speak to you, election is not going to be election. It's going to be selection. They are going to write results in 2027 elections. And that's why you see INEC now are telling Nigerians, we are not going to use a beavers. INEC said they are going to use a paper. They are going to be printing paper. Stop printing, yes. They are going to be doing it. And that's why and it is the governors that will help Tinubu to actualize it. As we came due to River State, where he convert the will of the people in River State and your motive for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is the same time. But you know the good thing about it? As you speak now, have you noticed that WK power now don't go down? Because WKP say it's a Jagaban before. Now all the South governors now, South governor now, they are coming to APC. WK now is going down gradually. Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't longer rate WK the way he rate WK before, because he now have men who will do the needful. But it's going to be a danger to our democracy. Let me tell you, I'm the most happiest person on earth because Peter Obi look at Gowon face to face and tell Gowon, you are the problem of Nigeria. Oh, stop saying, oh, the labor of our hero will not be in vain. The labor of our heroes is not in vain. The labor of all the leaders who have lost their lives, all of them, Obasanjo, Babangida, all of them, they are in vain because democracy is end in Nigeria. As we speak now, you can see that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is using EFCC now to chase after the activists, to chase after the celebrities. Look at Yabo Ojo and the AY comedian. They are being invited by EFCC. What for politicians who steal money? They are moving from one place to another. We heard of not quite long that Okowa steal trillions of naira from Delta State to fund the Atiku campaign and put the money for your born grandchildren. Yet, as we speak, he has become to APC. Now that he has become to APC, his sin has been forgiven. Because Adamochomole once said that once you steal, come to APC, your sin has been forgiven.
And I'm going to ask that question.